Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video. Carter defends Hope after Ridge makes a decision behind Steffy's back. Brooke informs Steffy that they were talking about Carter's proposal at Forrester's design office. Steffy claims that she recently discussed it with her grandfather and father. What did they say? Carter asks. In the main office, Eric tells Ridge that having to disagree with one of Carter's ideas is amusing. According to Ridge, this was significant and unique. They both agree that Forrester shouldn't do it. Ivy and Elektra enter when there is a knock on the door. They run to give the two men hugs. Ridge finds it hard to accept that Elektra is an adult. The two of them being there makes Eric very happy. It is better if there are more Forresters here. Ridge is aware that they have some ambitious plans for the jewelry collection. Ivy is invited by Eric to present her proposal to Ridge immediately. Ridge is eager to listen to her thoughts. Even though your daughter already turned it down, Ivy asks Ridge. Steffy informs Carter in the design office that his concepts are more ambitious and daring than a new line. According to Carter, it would be worthwhile. Hope believes his thoughts should be taken into account. Steffy warns Carter to use caution around Hope after glancing at her. If her primary motivation for supporting him is to preserve her line, she wouldn't be shocked. Hope says that Steffy is disrespectful. Brooke questions whether she truly believes her daughter would go to such lengths as to use Carter. Steffy claims that she will stop at nothing to achieve her goals. She is watching out for Carter as a friend. Hope claims that she supports him because he is also her friend. Carter claims that he supports Hope for the future because it benefits the business. Hope adds that she agrees with Carter's suggestion because it benefits the business. Steffy is informed by Carter that Forrester must change. Steffy claims to be aware of her position. He inquires about Ridge and Eric. Steffy claims he can speak with them directly. They will see what Carter has been working on. Rather of simply shutting him down, Hope is confident they will listen. With narrowed brows, Steffy requests some alone time with Hope. Ivy informs Ridge in the main office that she has been drawing since she learned Quinn had departed, and that she has created a business plan. The rest of the story is known to him. According to Ridge, Steffy didn't believe the time was right to relaunch it. Ivy believes Steffy's rejection of the proposal is personal. Ridge requests to view her work. Ridge tells Ivy that it's impressive after examining it. Ivy wants Forrester to have a distinctive style of jewelry all its own. Ridge claims that it differs greatly from their previous experience. He returns the portfolio. They value his time, Ivy assures him. Ridge believes that restarting the line would be prudent. Eric concurs. Failing to do so would be a grave error. Elektra and Ivy celebrate. Ridge promises to speak with Steffy. That's how you leave a legacy, Eric laughs. Brooke tells Carter in the cutting room that she didn't anticipate seeing him half naked on top of her daughter today. Carter laughs. They didn't want her to learn that way. Brooke cautions that Hope has been struggling recently. Hope is very important to Carter, and he would never do anything to harm her. He would go if he didn't believe he could be the man she deserves. He continues by saying that he has always respected Hope and her values. He enumerates her qualities. Brooke reiterates that she finds it extremely difficult to remember the end of her relationship with Liam. She gripes that despite Hope's repeated forgiveness, he ended their marriage after she erred. They talk about Thomas and Hope. Although she was unable to wed him, Brooke believes she appreciated his commitment. It's personal now, and Steffy continues threatening to pull her line. With Steffy, everything is personal. He cannot falter if he truly wishes to be in Hope's life. Carter claims he won't move, and she can rely on him. She won't ever have to doubt his commitment. I can assure you of that. Hope is informed by Steffy in the design office that Carter's abrupt support of her and her brand is illogical. What's the matter between you two? According to Hope, they are co-workers and friends. But now not so much. Steffy has always admired Carter's business sense and intuition. Hope claims that they are referring to Carter. How many times have his intuitions failed him? She laments that he has always had brilliant ideas, but may have felt he couldn't express them for fear of being ignored. Carter is always heard there, according to Steffy. He belongs to their family. Then maybe you should believe in him, yells Hope. Squinting, Steffy asks, like you? Why do you think he's real? She queries whether Hope's faith in Carter is merely a ruse to keep her line from being cut. Brooke and Ridge have a kiss in the main office. There's a lot to think about these days, he informs her. Brooke noticed Ivy walking away. Electra was with her, according to Ridge. He reviewed their portfolio, which is excellent. He will approach Ivy about reviving the jewelry line. Brooke believed Steffy had cancelled. Ridge will speak with her. She requests that he discuss with her all of the threats she is making against Hope and her line. According to Ridge, they pose no threat. You've seen the numbers. This is business. Brooke acknowledges that there has been a pause, but that it will end. Steffy and Ridge both hope so. If Steffy does, Brooke wonders. Ridge mentions that Hope kissed Finn. Brooke tells him that it won't occur again. He no longer piques her attention. Hope warns Steffy that her charges are unethical in the design business. According to Steffy, that does not imply that they are untrue. Carter would never be exploited by Hope. Steffy notes that she kissed her husband after taking advantage of her brother. She will stop at nothing to achieve her goals. Hope will never make the same mistake twice. It won't happen again, and she has no affections for her spouse. At the door, Carter hears Steffy warn that she and her line are done if she ever crosses the line with Finn again. And Carter yells, "Enough!" He inquires as to whether Steffy is threatening Hope by abusing her position as co-CEO. You have no authority to address her in that manner. She can't use her position to punish her even though kissing Finn was wrong. The division is detrimental to the business. She and her family benefit from the donations made by Brooke and Hope over the years. Looking amused, Steffy claims that although she has always urged people to voice their opinions, "I'm still your boss," regardless of how he feels about the choices she takes in her role as CEO. He has been engaging in some dubious activities lately. It isn't helping that he is standing up for Hope and Brooke. "I'm warning you," she says to Hope. "Avoid Finn." She leaves. Hope is informed by Carter that Steffy is acting inappropriately, and that he will not tolerate it. He will not allow anyone to belittle her. He will always stand up for her. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Tuesday, October 29th show that Brooke Logan assisted Carter Walton and Hope Logan in covering for Steffy Forrester in the design office after Carter catches Steffy threatening Hope, and Ridge hires Ivy and Electra. Steffy persisted in asking what was happening, but Brooke claimed that they were only discussing Carter's growth plans and the prior meeting. Steffy pretended that Carter's plans were too big to succeed and finally cautioned him about Hope. Brooke was outraged and questioned whether Steffy really believed Hope would go to such lengths, after she stated that she wouldn't be shocked if Hope was simply supporting Carter to preserve her line. Carter maintained that he backed Hope for the future because he believed in it, even though Steffy obviously did. Steffy encouraged Carter to speak with her father and grandfather directly, after implying that Ridge and Eric Forrester thought Carter's plan was unrealistic. In the end, Steffy pressed for some alone time with Hope and inquired about Carter's situation, because his abrupt defense of her line didn't make sense. In another address, Carter assured Brooke that Hope would never have to doubt his commitment. Hope would always have Carter's backing during the day. She returned to Steffy and persisted in questioning Hope about the peculiar Carter circumstance. Hope defended Carter's premium company pitch after claiming they were only friends and co-workers. Steffy inquired as to whether Hope trusted Carter because of his lofty goals, or in order to save Hope for the future. Steffy argued that Hope exploited Thomas Forrester by using him as a rebound, despite Hope's insistence that she would never take advantage of Carter. Steffy blasted Hope for pursuing John Finnegan as well, emphasizing that she was the sole reason Hope's line survived. Hope was done, and so was Hope for the future, if she went over the line once more. When Carter heard Steffy threatening Hope, he rushed in and said, "Enough." Carter ordered Steffy to quit intimidating the Logans and start valuing their efforts, when he implied that she was misusing her position as CEO. Carter was given a chance to speak, but Steffy argued that she was still in charge of him, and that he had been acting strangely recently. In Steffy's opinion, defending Hope and Brooke wasn't making things better. Hope strolled out after Steffy cautioned her once more to avoid Finn. Hope was informed by Carter that Steffy was acting inappropriately, and that he would not tolerate it. Carter claimed that it was too late, and that he meant it when he said he had her back, despite Hope's pleas for him to stay out of this. As Carter promised to always stand up for her, Hope appeared moved. In the CEO's office, Eric informed Ridge that although it was strange to have to disagree with Carter, his proposal was simply not suitable for Forrester Creations. Despite Steffy's denial, Ridge encouraged Ivy and Electra Forrester to make their pitch as soon as they arrived. Ivy acknowledged that she believed Steffy was allowing personal matters to influence her decisions after Ridge expressed admiration for her portfolio. Eric enthusiastically agreed when Ridge determined it was a good idea to bring the jewelry business back to life. Eric said it was good to have more Forresters around, because that's how you leave a legacy, and Ivy and Electra celebrated. Regarding Steffy, Ridge consented to speak with her and win her support for resurrecting the jewelry line. Ridge then stated that he wanted Ivy to bring the jewelry line back to life with Electra as her assistant, when Brooke caught up with him on Tuesday's B&B show. While he was at it, Brooke asked Ridge if he could tell Steffy to quit threatening him. The subject of Finn came up when Brooke claimed that Steffy had threatened to cut Hope's line once more, and had allowed her contempt for Hope to influence her decisions. Ridge didn't need to worry, Brooke reassured him, because Hope had lost interest in Finn. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope and Carter's romance will undoubtedly lead to a lot of drama as the plot develops, so we'll share our predictions for all the chaos and bad news that lie ahead. Ivy and Electra's victory, Ridge's cunning mission, and Carter's threat. Finally, here is The Bold and the Beautiful recap for Tuesday, October 29, 2024. Carter Walton threatens on today's episode. Electra and Ivy Forrester celebrate a victory. Additionally, Steffy Forrester Finnegan needs to hear some news from Ridge Forrester. According to Steffy Forrester Finnegan's Confrontation B&B review for Tuesday, October 29th, the episode opens with Steffy pressuring Carter, Hope Logan, and Brooke Logan to provide answers. According to Brooke, they were talking about Carter's pitch. Steffy claims that she recently discussed it with Ridge. Carter is curious about Ridge's words. Ridge is informed by Eric Forrester that he appreciates Carter's viewpoint and respects him. It makes Eric uncomfortable to disagree with Carter's notion. Brooke and Hope listen as Carter and Steffy argue over the idea of luxury. Hope adds support for Carter. Steffy believes she is aware of what is happening. Steffy admits that she is aware that they don't always agree. Steffy cautions Carter, though, to exercise caution around Hope. According to Steffy, Hope is simply supporting Carter in order to maintain HFTF. Hope feels insulted. Brooke supports Hope. Steffy claims that she is still friends with Carter and is watching out for him. Hope claims that she supports Carter because she is also his friend. Carter is not weak-minded, he is outraged now. They all keep discussing Carter's pitch. Steffy claims that although Ridge and Eric respect Carter's skills, his demands are lofty. Carter intends to show Ridge and Eric every last decimal point of the years of research he has conducted. Abruptly, Steffy requests to talk to Hope alone. Brooke and Carter leave. Ivy already has sketches and a business plan. Ivy felt everything was coming together when Carter contacted her. Ivy acknowledges to Ridge that Steffy is his daughter. Ivy, though, believes Steffy is allowing their past to influence her professional decisions. After giving Eric a quick glance, Ridge asks Ivy if she has her portfolio. Ivy gives it to Ridge with a smile. Brooke and Carter are alone themselves. This was not how Carter wanted Brooke to find out. Hope's life has been in disarray lately, according to Brooke. Carter assures Brooke that he loves Hope and would never harm her, and that he is neither Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, nor Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton. Carter believes he is capable of being the kind of man Hope deserves. Steffy is curious about Hope and Carter's relationship. Ridge is thrilled by Ivy and Electra Forrester's victory, according to The Bold and the Beautiful recap. Ivy gives Electra credit. Ivy seemed to have picked up a lot of knowledge from Quinn Fuller Forrester, according to Eric. Ivy explains to Ridge and Eric how she intends to make this jewelry line stand out. Ridge thinks it's a lot different from the jewelry they had previously, but he adds that in a good way. If they desire, Ivy says she can alter her look to fit Quinn's. Ridge returns the portfolio to Ivy after stating that it is not required. The jewelry designer thanks Ridge and Eric and interprets it as a no. Ridge wants to know Eric's thoughts about reviving the jewelry line. Ridge believes it would be wise. Eric believes that not reviving the jewelry brand would be a grave mistake. Electra's eyebrows rise suddenly, and Ivy's jaw falls wide. Ivy finds it unbelievable. Electra and Ivy are giddy with anticipation. What do they do about Steffy? Ivy asks. Ridge promises to speak with Steffy to Ivy and Electra. With his arms up, Eric exclaims loudly, "This is how you leave a legacy." Carter tells Brooke how much he loves Hope. Despite Hope's current struggles, Brooke is aware of Carter's love for her. They discuss the kiss with Thomas and Liam. The fact that Brooke doesn't believe Hope loved Thomas surprises Carter. Brooke explains that Hope appreciated Thomas's dedication to her. Brooke brings up Hope's grudge toward Steffy. According to Brooke, Steffy's relationship with Hope is very personal. Thus he cannot change his mind about it. For Hope, Carter promises to be everything of that and more. Brooke grins. Hope pretends to be stupid. According to Hope, they work together and are buddies. They argue on Carter's intuition. According to Hope, Carter has huge ideas, but perhaps he didn't present them earlier for fear that they wouldn't be accepted. Steffy's tone gets sharper as her anger grows. Carter and his ideas have always been heard, Steffy responds. They argue on whether or not to believe in Carter. Steffy is curious as to if Hope is backing Carter, merely to keep HFTF off the radar. Ridge and Brooke share a kiss on Tuesday, October 29, 2024. Brooke has been wearing those gleaming red leather leggings for 3 days now. Ridge mentions Electra and Ivy. Ivy's portfolio is excellent according to Ridge. Brooke is informed about the jewelry line by Ridge. Ridge tells Brooke that he will speak with Steffy. Ridge is asked by Brooke to speak with Steffy about the threats made against Hope on a regular basis. Ridge feels irritated. It's just business, Ridge says. Ridge believes Steffy shares his desire for HFTF to be successful. Brooke speculates that Steffy's judgment in business may be impacted by her personal life. According to Ridge, the kiss with John Finnegan Finn simply cannot be repeated. According to Brooke, it won't. Ridge is informed by Brooke that Hope has lost interest in Finn. Hope finds the rumors annoying. Steffy is curious as to whether the rumors are accurate. Hope is accused of using Thomas by Steffy. Then Steffy mentions Finn. For Steffy, Hope's apologies are meaningless. Hope is at a loss for words or actions. Steffy tells Hope, "The only reason your line is alive right now is because of me," as Carter softly opens the door. Then, edging closer to Hope, Steffy threatens to cut off Hope's line if anything further occurs with Finn. To Steffy's surprise, Carter interrupts, shouting, "Enough! Are you threatening Hope with your authority, Steffy?" Steffy receives a scolding from Carter for abusing her power to discipline Hope. Carter fervently claims that the business is suffering as a result of the Forrester/Logan foolishness. Since Steffy and the Forrester family are the ones who gain from Hope and Brooke's contributions over the years, Carter advises Steffy to start showing gratitude for them. Oh my goodness! The tension is palpable on the screen. Reminding Carter that she is still his boss, Steffy smiles smugly. According to Steffy, protecting the Logans isn't helping Carter, who is already on thin ice. Turning back to Hope, Steffy cautions her against approaching Finn. Steffy leaves. Hope is informed by Carter that Steffy is completely out of line. Carter says he will not tolerate it. Hope begs Carter to stay out of the fray. Carter will not permit anyone to belittle Hope. Carter announces with confidence that he has Hope's back. The tension at Forrester Creations. Forrester Creations has always been a battleground for ambition, creative vision, and family loyalties. As Carter Walton steps in to defend Hope Logan from Steffy Forrester's relentless power moves, the stakes are raised to new heights. In a recent twist, Ridge has made a decision behind Steffy's back, leading Brooke to inform Steffy of the latest developments. Ivy Forrester and newcomer Electra also make a play to revive the Forrester jewelry line, adding layers to the brewing storm. A heated proposal and Steffy's reaction. At Forrester's design office, Carter is prepared to make a bold pitch. Brooke updates Steffy on the recent discussion around Carter's proposal, which he hoped would get her attention. However, Steffy's reaction is less than enthusiastic. She questions whether Hope's support for Carter's ideas is rooted in genuine belief, or a strategic play to keep her line afloat. Ridge and Eric's private discussion. In the main office, Eric shares a laugh with Ridge about disagreeing with one of Carter's ideas. Ridge admits that Carter's proposal was a significant unconventional pitch, yet the two Forrester men agree that it doesn't align with their vision. As they debate Carter's merits, Ivy and Elektra enter with open arms, bringing new energy and ideas, especially regarding the revival of the jewelry line. Ridge acknowledges their bold plan, sparking a different kind of ambition in the Forrester family legacy. Ivy's bold move and Steffy's skepticism. In a surprising shift, Ivy questions Steffy's previous rejection of the jewelry line proposal, suspecting personal bias. Ridge, intrigued by Ivy's vision, examines her work and is impressed. Ivy's unique perspective challenges the status quo, driving the Forrester men to reconsider Steffy's opinion. Steffy confronts Carter and Hope. Steffy confronts Carter about his daring ideas, hinting that his ambitions seem misplaced. But Hope steps in, emphasizing her genuine support for Carter, believing that his vision could breathe fresh life into Forrester creations. Steffy warns Carter to be cautious, accusing Hope of leveraging their friendship to protect her line. Brooke steps in, defending Hope's integrity and questioning Steffy's fixation on controlling Hope's moves. Carter's loyalty to Hope. Brooke confronts Carter, questioning the sincerity behind his allegiance to Hope. But Carter reassures her, explaining that his respect for Hope's resilience and dedication to the brand drives his commitment. His admiration for her qualities runs deep, and he's determined to support her. Steffy doubts Hope's motives. In the design office, Steffy continues to probe Hope's motivations. She's convinced that Hope's close bond with Carter is a calculated strategy. Hope insists that her partnership with Carter is built on trust, yet Steffy remains skeptical, viewing Hope as a rival who won't hesitate to push limits to keep her line alive. Ridge and Brooke's reflection on the power struggle. Ridge and Brooke, taking a rare moment together, reflect on the friction among their families. Ridge reveals that Ivy and Elektra's proposal to revive the jewelry line left an impression on him. Brooke urges Ridge to also consider the weight of Steffy's actions, particularly her aggressive stance against Hope. Hope draws the line. Frustrated by Steffy's accusations, Hope draws a clear line, defending her intentions and insisting that she wouldn't exploit Carter. She stands firm, asserting that her support for him is rooted in genuine belief in his ideas. Carter's powerful stand. Just as Steffy warns Hope that crossing boundaries with Finn could end her career, Carter intervenes. He declares that Steffy has overstepped her authority, asserting his loyalty to Hope and her line. Carter's stance demonstrates his unwavering support, challenging Steffy's unchecked power. Steffy, however, sees this as Carter's personal vendetta and warns him to tread carefully. A turning point at Forrester Creations. As Carter's loyalty to Hope solidifies, the power dynamics at Forrester Creations are shifting. In a world where family, ambition, and legacy are intertwined, every decision has far-reaching consequences. Steffy's uncompromising approach clashes with Hope and Carter's vision for the future, setting the stage for an explosive showdown that could reshape the family legacy. This script unravels the intensifying conflicts within the Forrester family, capturing each character's unique motivations, insecurities, and ambitions. It's a story of loyalty, power, and love, one where alliances are tested, friendships deepen, and the battle for Forrester Creations ignites. Let me know if you want to expand on any specific chapter or add more dramatic twists.